Eastern Europe covers a huge area that stretches all the way from Poland, the Czech Republic, Hungary and Croatia to the west, and Ukraine to the east. Poland, also known as the Republic of Poland, is located in the western region of Eastern Europe. Northern Poland is made up of plains and lowlands, while the southern part of the country consists of highlands. Roughly 1/4 of Poland's land is covered in forested areas. Most of Poland's population lives in urban areas. The biggest city and capital is Warsaw. Bordering Poland is Ukraine. Ukraine is Europe's second largest country. Ukraine has been called the breadbasket of Europe because of the large amount of farmland here. Ukraine is also rich in other natural resources such as coal, oil, and natural gas. It is also the world's largest producer of manganese and iron ores. Kiev is the largest city in Ukraine and its capital. Most of Ukraine's population lives in towns or cities. The western population is more rural, while the eastern population is more urban. Hungary is a flat, landlocked country with many lakes and rivers. The Danube River flows across the country, splitting it in half. Along the shores of the Danube, you'll see beautiful cities such as the capital, Budapest, whose cafes and stores give it the nickname the Paris of the East. Immediately east of Hungary is Romania. Much of Romania is mountainous. The Carpathian Mountains are the most famous. They run the entire length of the country and are home to many wild animals. Despite Romania's rugged terrain, southeastern Romania has many coastal areas renowned for their beaches and resorts. While Romania moves towards urbanization, agriculture and rural areas still play important roles in the Romanian lifestyle. Along the Adriatic Sea are the countries of Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Albania, Serbia, and Montenegro. While much of this area was plagued with civil war in the 1990s, today the countries are rebuilding. In this region, you'll find beautiful islands, beaches, and old cities full of history. A rich culture, abundant resources, and varied topography. Eastern Europe is a destination you have to visit.
Ukraine is a former member of the Soviet Union. Tough economic times mean day-to-day life for many here is a struggle. Families survive by growing their own food and raising livestock. Fortunately, much of the land of Ukraine is fertile, and rich soil makes farming an integral part of life. The rabbits are Serhi's responsibility, and 40 rabbits takes a lot of work. But at 16, he's used to getting up early and pitching in on his family's farm in Bespalch, a small village in the Cherkasy region of Ukraine.
Just like in all families, we share responsibilities. I'm responsible for the rabbits, and I like taking care of them. And I also help Grandma with the pigs and geese. Sometimes, Grandma gives me money for that.
Serhi lives with his grandma, mom, dad, and older brother in a 7-room farmhouse. Jobs are scarce in this region, and so Serhi's family, like many here, farm to eat and to make a living.
We grow some vegetables, part of which goes for the family, and another part for the stock. Corn, beets, and pumpkin we use for the stock, but also there's corn for the popcorn we grow. Carrots, onions, parsley, and garlic are used for the household. There are lots of other vegetables we can grow, but we don't need them.
After the early morning chores, Serhi walks to the village school. This is his last year, and he studies computers, languages, and mathematics. He isn't sure what he'll do after school, but he knows he probably won't stay in Bespalch.
About 97% of the young people have left, and only 3% are still here. I can understand the ones who have left because they need to provide for their family. And the ones who are still here need to help their parents.
Serhi loves tinkering with technology. He built his own computer from various parts, And riding and working on his motorbike is a big weekend hobby. He hopes to turn this love of technology into a job one day, maybe computer science, or he might join the military and fly jets.
Ну, в більшості мені подобається
I like the Air Force a lot, and I'd like to fly fast. You can see everything from above, and it would be really beautiful.
Right now, Serhiy is studying to get into the military academy. It's not easy, but for many youngsters, the military is a good option for a career and steady pay. Serhiy has mixed feelings about leaving the village and the farming life here for the bigger city.
чимало переваг у житті.
There are lots of advantages of working in the village, but at the same time, disadvantages. It's really beautiful here, and you can do whatever you want. Let's say you want to go fishing. You just go outside and go to any river you'd like to. And in the city, no one needs you, and you feel alone. No one knows about you. But at the same time, in the village, you have a lot of land to take care of. You have to feed your stock and take care of them. Your life should be easier in the city.
There is only one store in this tiny town, no factories, and no industry. Serhiy's father and brother are both unemployed. So this 16-year-old understands that his future lies beyond these fields, away from the farm.
Ну, я думаю, що у мене буде
In 10 years, I'd like to have a family and enough money to provide for my family.
достатньо фінансів.
I'd like to be a colonel or general or something.
Думаю, що
Serhiy will have to make a decision about his future soon. But for now, there's his studies, his computer, and there's always more work to do on the farm.